Hello my peculiars and welcome back or welcome to my peculiar corner if you are new here. My name is Andy and here we are at yet another magical encounter. I hope you are good and you are doing very well. Sorry that last week I've been missing, but unfortunately the Czech Republic was impacted by floods last weekend, and we were also impacted. So 2 weeks ago actually, not last weekend. Time flies very fast. So yeah, we had water everywhere around our house. Unfortunately the floors downstairs in our kitchen and in my partner's studio cracked, and that settled us back a bit. But yeah, we just need to, keep strong and keep on going and hoping for the best, and let's hope that this is not gonna happen again. That's why you see the background, it's a bit different this time. I mean, it's the same background, but I had to customize it a bit because my room really literally looks like a deposit. If you follow me on Instagram, if you don't already, just go at Andy's Peculiar Corner and follow me. You can see I posted in my stories actually how my room looks like now, because of course most of our things were downstairs, so everything that we managed to put in my room, we put in my room because it's the room that is going to be done last, so there was a lot of space. But anyway, it is what it is. Now, on a positive note, earlier this month an amazing book from the Folklore Fields collection has been released. Now, if you follow me already on YouTube, you know that I made videos of a natural history books. We had the fairies, we have a natural history of magic, a natural history of mermaids, a natural history of magical beasts. Now, earlier this month, Emily Hawkins and the illustrator Jessica Rooks released a new book from the collection. I am proudly presenting to you a natural history of dragons. I have been waiting for this book for like, I don't even remember when was, but sometimes last year it was announced. I've seen that, this is gonna be released this year, so I've been waiting for it for such a long time. It's incredible, like, trust me guys, you'll see. After this video, I can guarantee 100% that you will want to make this book as part of your collection, and as lovers of magical creatures or Hogwarts or anything magical or fantasy, definitely this is a must from your library. Now, if you want to get this book, I'm going to put in the description links for you to go and just shop for the book. I'm also going to link in the description the Instagram accounts of Emily Hawkins and Jessica Rooks and their websites, and yeah, you can just go and check out because they have many more books and they're all magical and amazing. But without further ado, let's crack on with the show. Here I am, back straight from the Peculiar Library with the book itself. Now, as we are accustomed with this collection, we have gold foil, beautiful gold foil on the cover and also on the edges of the pages. And we also have elements that give you hints of what's in the book. We have dragons, some castles here, and a beautiful illustration of a dragon by Jessica Rooks. Now, we already know that, the first page is always this book belongs to, and I'm planning to write my name on it, but first I want to get the proper desk in my room so I can nicely write my name on it. We see beautiful dragons. Here, A Natural History of Dragons, a handbook for students by Anastasia Vladislav. Now here we also have a letter from Evelina Queen, which is the granddaughter of the guy that actually owned a house and in his attic had this book. And the letter says, "Dear Miss Grace, I hope you won't mind me contacting you out of the blue. On clearing out the attic of my late grandfather, Thaddeus Queen, I came across this unusual book. I'm sending it to you because I know you have an interest in such curiosities. My grandfather often told extraordinary tales about his school days, but I always took them with a large pinch of salt. However, I have spent the past few weeks getting acquainted with the contents of this book, and I have begun to wonder if perhaps there was some truth to his stories after all. Would you oblige me by examining the volume? I would be most grateful for your opinion on the matter. Yours in anticipation, Evelina Queen." Now here you have the contents if you want to pause and look into the contents, but we are going to go through each. Here we also have Academy Solomonar, Transylvania, Romania, April 1st, 1898. And we have Anastasia Vladislav, the principal of the Academy Solomonar. And if you want to pause and read the letter, this was a letter from Anastasia to Tadeusz, the grandfather of Evelina. Here we have the Academy Solomonar. We have everything about the school, and I'm going to read you this paragraph. Welcome, new student, to the Academy Solomonar. I myself was once a pupil here, and I look back on my school years with fondness and pride. To become a dragon rider takes dedication and courage, characteristics that we see in you, dear student. As you start out on this journey, watching the senior scholars swooping and darting above the turret tops with confidence, it might be hard to imagine ever joining them. But with hard work and perseverance, one day you too will find yourself soaring through the skies astride your very own dragon steed. As you progress through the academy, I hope that you will remember our school motto and hold it close to your heart. Simul ad surgimus, together we soar. Here we also have a school song. We have a sample timetable of the first year, fall term. We also have a picture. Probably this is Tadeusz acting. September the 2nd, 1898, we, the new first years, arrived at the academy last night for a couple of setting-in days before the other students turn up. This is me in my new school uniform, pretty dapper, don't you think? I cannot wait to meet some dragons. Yeah, I was correct, it's Tadeusz. Here we have some school rules. Stay secret, stay safe. Then here we have ancient dragons, and we have some species. We have Chinese dragons, Asian Japan, Viking dragon, feathered serpent god, Roman dragons, Egyptian winged serpent, the Colchian dragon, and mother of the gods. Here we have what is a dragon, and we have some explanations. As you can see here, the snake is not a dragon, crocodile is not a dragon, pterosaurus was also not a dragon, and dinosaurs in general were not dragons. Here we have a brief explanation of the dragon evolution, and here also a beware of fakes. Here we have the great dying. Here we have the anatomy of a dragon. Now, if you follow me on YouTube, we already went through other books about dragons because, you know, they are my favorite creatures. But I have to say, this illustration is absolutely stunning. I love it so much, and it's going to inspire me to draw so many dragons. And here we also have horns and head crests for each different dragon. Very beautifully done. Here we have dragon wings. Amazing, right? Like I feel like I could have this as a poster and just, you know, frame it and just put it on my wall. It would give such an amazing vibe to the room that you would really enter the room of a dragonologist. Here we have the life cycle of a dragon, and here we have the greater European dragon and the Chinese dragon. Aren't they amazingly cute? How is Hagrid, you know, always saying fascinating misunderstood creatures dragons are. Now the next we have dragon behavior, golden hordes, the princess problem, incredible journeys, let sleeping dragons lie. Here we have hunting techniques, fire and fury, airborne attack, vicious venom, deadly embrace, or hypnosis. So we see how dragons have different types of attacks. Here we have the combat and the courtship. We have Dance of the Dragons, a dragon song, dazzling displays, firefighting. As you can see, some excerpts from some letters written by Tadeusz from his journal. The secrets of dragon flight. We have some stomach stones, preparing for flight. Here it explains to you the forces of flight, lighter than air. Then we have understanding dragonfire. Honestly, this looks like something that I would like to tattoo on my body. It's absolutely incredible and stunning. And here we have the trinity of fire, oxygen, heat, fuel, explosive reaction, beetle blast, flame proofing. Here we have the different homes and habitats of dragons. You know, they are like any other animals. You know, you can find dragons around the poles, forests or jungles, deserts, prairies and savannas, swamps and or marshlands, rivers and lakes, volcanoes and hot springs, and so on. Here we have dragons of the world. This is again another beautiful illustration that honestly I would just love to have it as a poster or a framed picture in my room. We have Europe, North America, Latin America, Australia and Oceania, Asia and Africa. If you want to pause, feel free to pause, and you can see the different types of dragon, read them, but we could go through each. And now it starts. We have here Dragons of Europe Part 1, and we have the Greater European Dragon, then the Lesser European Dragon. We also have their Latin names, as you can see, and we have a nicely done, I would say, like a table for each of them with the habitat, the home, the size and the features, diet and behavior of each dragon. Here we have crested balaur. Actually, balaur, that's how we call dragons in Romania. Here we have Dragons of Europe Part 2. We have the lindworm, western woodstalker, fleet, peluda. So beautiful, isn't it? Let me know in the comments which one is going to be your favorite dragon, by the way, after you will see the video. Then we have Dragons of Asia Part 1. We have the Chinese dragon. And here we have something about dragon diversity. The Japanese water dragon, one of my most favorites. I love the color blue, so let's read a bit about it. Habitat, lakes or rivers. Home, a watery lair. Features, large serpentine body, no wings, iridescent scales, 3 webbed toes on each foot. Size, up to 39 feet long. Diet, fish and other freshwater creatures. Behavior, Japanese water dragons are known for their love of treasure. Sometimes they make their home in a well on the outskirts of a human settlement, and the local people throw them offerings of precious metals or silks. Occasionally, these gifts do not meet with the dragon's approval and are violently ejected from the well. They are quite temperamental, I would say. Then we have Dragons of Asia Part 2. We have the Indian serpent, the Anatolian worm, and here we have the Babylonian screamer, or Draco vociferus. This one is beautiful, like the wings on point. Then we have Dragons of Africa, and we have the Saharan strangler, Ninkinanka. Then the Serengeti serpent, the Jaculus. This has beautiful colors. Then we have Dragons of North America. We have the Snelligaster, Arctic worm, Bumblelump, Emerald Wanderer, and also the Piazza dragon. Almost missed that one. Dragons of Latin America. We have the feather serpent, or a lot of you maybe you know it as Quetzalcoatl. We have the Amaro, the southern lava lizard, southern swamp worm. Dragons of Australia and Oceania. We have Mo'o dragon and then Taniwa dragon. Pitaka, the dragon slayer, a short history about some guy. And then Australian flamethrower. I can't wait to dive into all of the details about all these dragons and, you know, make my own journal about exploring dragons and learning all about them. Now we have tracking dragons, a useful kit on how to track them, how to spot a dragon's lair. The dragon tracks, identifying dragon dung, dragon lures, and the lambton worm. Again, as you can see, the dung, the dragon tracks and so on. If you remember the Dragonology book, we also had their techniques of how to find and track dragons, and we also have a book about tracking and taming dragons, which again, it's a very small book, so we are gonna have a flip through that as well. Then we have Dragon Eggs, hands off, a word of warning. Look at all of these. I'm pretty sure that at some point I'm gonna get a tattoo inspired by these dragon eggs because they are beautiful. I look at this one, for example, or I really love this one. It looks like a cone from the forest, but the colors are, so my favorite colors are blue and purple, and I love gray as well. But this kind of, you know, combination of going from deep purple to light blue, like for example this one, it has a bit of green as well, like I don't know, I just feel like they're just amazing. But this as well, for example. Then here we have caring for a hatchling. Look at this cutie pie, and it hatched from my favorite dragon egg. We have the feeding exercise, bonding with your dragon, the body language of a dragon, the equipment of dragon handling, which is very, very important, especially the fireproof gauntlets. Then here we have training and handling of dragons, what can you expect, gaining a dragon's trust, dragon handling tips, beautiful illustration of a dragon rider. Then learning to ride, dragon riding equipment. You can see this beautiful illustration here, partners in flight, and also we have what a dragon needs for you to be able to ride it. The first flight, tricky maneuvers, steering. This reminds me for some reason of the first task in the Goblet of Fire, especially the tricky maneuvers, you know, the dragon, what it did to Harry and how it followed Harry. Making it rain, the secret work of the Solomonari. Rain-making dragons, weather wizards, the life of a Solomonar. And here we have a letter to the editor from Evelina and also the oath of the Solomonari, which I'm gonna read to you. And it says, I swear my allegiance to the sacred fellowship of the Solomonari. I vow to honor the sacrifice of the dragon riders of ages past and to safeguard the secret entrusted to me. I swear to use my skills and the might of my dragon steed only for good, to serve both humanity and dragonkind, and to uphold harmony between them. Never shall I stir up storms in anger or in vengeance, nor shall I manipulate the power of the skies for my own gain. Should I choose to leave the ranks of this fellowship, I vow to surrender my dragons, both steed and companion, to the custody of the Solomonari. All this I swear by my life and honor and by the ancient bond between dragon and rider, made in trust, forged in fire. Beautiful, and I love the dragon stamps. And here it says, from Emily Hawkins, I am indebted to the Dragonology books for a full schooling in dragons and would urge all dragon fans to seek them out. It seems that Emily Hawkins also knows those books, and yeah, those Dragonology books I think marked so many people in this world. They are beautiful. I have also been inspired by many other books, including The Flight of Dragons by Peter Dickinson, An Instinct for Dragons by David E. Jones, and A Natural History of the Unnatural World by Joel Levy. Special thanks go to Nick Belcher for the school song, to Susie Belcher for the motto, and to Lorraine Groves for her advice on the species names. Very nice. And here on the back, of course, we have a message. Dear reader, are you ready to discover the secret lives of dragons? Then look no further. Stories about majestic, fire-breathing creatures have been told for centuries, but are they merely legends, or is there any truth to these age-old tales? Delve into this recently discovered handbook for students of the Academy Solomonar, the only school for dragon riders. This detailed volume, written by dragon expert Anastasia Vladislav, reveals knowledge once known only by students of this exclusive school. You will meet dragons from around the world, find out about their habits and habitats, learn the science of how they breathe fire, and explore the mysteries of dragonflight. Prepare to discover a hidden world that will delight fantasy enthusiasts of all ages. Now, here you can see the prices, $30 US, 39 Canadian dollars, or 20 pounds. I think I got mine for, I don't remember, but I got it for a special price. I'm gonna put the links in the description so you can go and get your copy. I definitely recommend you to get it. If you follow me on Instagram, you definitely have seen it already. I made a post with the book. It appeared in my stories as well, because I was waiting for it for a year since I found out that it's gonna be released. Due to my love for dragons, this waiting was like, I was trying so hard to be patient. And anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did. We are gonna definitely in the future go again through it because they are beautiful. You can always come back to my peculiar corner and watch my videos. I hope they make you feel cozy, especially now that, you know, the autumn mornings and autumn weather arrive and we have more cloudy, gloomy days. So you can just grab a cup of tea, your cozy blanket, and watch my videos, discover all the magic that is lying between the pages of these amazing and fantastical books. But until next week, don't forget 2 very important things. Stay magical, stay peculiar, always. Bye for now.